Hey everyone, welcome once again to Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel. Coming in loud and clear, I hope. Just everybody give me a heads up if they can see me. Sorry I was a little bit late by about 5 minutes. Hi Banjo. Oh, by the way, Banjo Paul, thanks for that. Hi Dave, thanks for that song you sent me. Just to let everybody know that Dave, sorry, not Dave, Banjo Paul has got a really good voice. He sent me a song there yesterday and I enjoyed it very much. Hi Chris, Marie's the name, Jenny O'Connell, Sandy Freeman. I see somebody was asking there about a slow mode on the chat. Well, basically what it is the slow mode means that I've got it set at 30 seconds. So you can't actually bombard the live chat with too many messages at one time. It was hi Granny M. So I've set it at 30 seconds. So you can only send me something every 30 seconds if that's okay. If people want to send yeah, slow mode is okay for me. I can't type fast. That's Jill. Hi Danny. Unlucky today, weren't we? Hi Bernadette. I'm hoping I don't see Lee Ruzz's name yet on the chat. I was hoping that Lee would join us because Lee actually was the winner of the January Fan of the Month quiz. And I really need to hear from Lee so that he can send me his address, his mailing address, so that we can send him that fabulous prize that he's won. Hi, Doug. Good to see you. Alfred. Sparabara. Hi there. Yeah, so Lee, if you're watching this, can you send me your mailing address to Steve... what is it? It's Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel at gmail.com. I'd like to ask everybody if Lee doesn't unfortunately get in contact in the next, say, 7 days, what do you think we should do with the prize? Now, second to Lee was Jake and Ruth Daniel. I was wondering whether we should maybe have a tiebreaker with Ruth and Jake. That's probably the fairest thing. So if Lee doesn't get in contact with me in the next 7 days, we might do that. Vincento is asking to see my mug. There you go. You can see that side of it as well. Okay. Elvis TCB and TCB on that side. How's that? Vincento always wants to see my mug. Any interviews coming up? Yes, there is. Oh yeah, this is my, by the way, this is my lockdown haircut. I look 10 years younger, more like 10 years sillier. Yeah. So what to do with the January quiz winner? If Lee doesn't get in contact with me, Sandy says tiebreaker is fair. Yeah. Don't forget your super chats. If you want to buy me a coffee or just donate to the channel, you can do that by hitting the $sign. And then you can you can donate whatever you wish. Did you get my emails? No, I don't think I did, Alfred. No, if you want to send them again, Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel at gmail.com. Don't think I did. Also, in the link in the description box, the Circle G Foundation, I've left a link because it's 54 years since Elvis signed the deposit check for the Circle G Ranch, and they want to raise money to manufacture, ship, and erect a plaque, a memorial plaque, an historic marker. So if anybody wants to donate, they can go to www.circlegfoundation.com. Like I say, I'll leave the link below, and you can go to the GoFundMe link. Leslie Pilling sent me an email asking me just to mention it, so I'm going to do that. And if you can, just whatever, a few dollars, it'll help. So that's the Circle G Foundation, and we all know what the Circle G is, don't we? 54 years. Wow, that's a long time. Also, I was thinking during the week. I'm often thinking about my head's always spinning about Elvis stuff and looking at Elvis stuff and things like that. And we're probably all aware of the virtual tour that Graceland are doing at the moment. Angie Marquez is doing a virtual tour for people who can't make it. And I was thinking, will they ever do a virtual tour of upstairs? What does everybody think of that? I was thinking of asking the people who watch my these live streams what they would think of it. There's Leslie Pilling on there now. Hi Leslie. She says we're halfway there. So I'm calling out to everybody now who's watching this or might be watching this on replay, if they want to go to www.thecirclegfoundation.com. Yeah. It's a good cause. If you want to just donate, why not? Why not? As Leslie says, they're halfway there already. They're raising money again. I actually bought a square inch of the ranch at one time. Wow, that's a good idea. Ruth, that's very good. Yeah. Anna says they don't think in Lisa's lifetime they'll do a virtual tour of the upstairs. Well, I'm just thinking, I mean, they probably, obviously, no way could I see them doing going into the bathroom because that would just be a bridge too far. However, they could show maybe his bedroom and they could show the office. So, that would be an idea. I mean, I'm not saying, that's not my idea or anything like that, but I just thought, as they're doing the virtual tour downstairs, and I just thought, I wonder if they'll ever do one upstairs. And I just thought I'd ask. Chris says she's going to the virtual and I'm sending Steve all about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing that, Chris, actually. Chris is going to do the virtual tour and then she is going to send as much information. He is going to send as much information about it as he can. Yeah, they did. They showed Elvis's bedroom in This Is Elvis. But of course, that was a long time ago. And not everybody now has access to This Is Elvis. So Lisa needs to be consulted. Well, I would imagine that Lisa would be consulted heavily about it. Now, how much is the virtual tour downstairs? The virtual tour downstairs, I believe, is $100. So, I mean, would if they did do a virtual tour upstairs, would they ask $100 or would they ask for $500? Steve, yeah, okay. I'm getting my he's and she's mixed up. I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, so I mean, people would probably pay more for the upstairs virtual tour than the downstairs. I mean, would they pay double, or would they pay €500 for $500? No, I don't think they will do the virtual tour to Elvis's bedroom. Okay, I think upstairs should be kept private, says Leslie. Okay, they're proud of that virtual tour. Yeah, I'm wondering, is the virtual tour downstairs testing the water for an upstairs virtual tour? Well, you see, I would imagine that the revenue raised from the virtual tour, if they did one upstairs, there would be a certain amount set aside for Lisa. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so that's the one I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover what we do about the quiz. And I think most people are saying that we should do a tiebreaker if Lee doesn't get in contact with me in the next 7 days. I mentioned the Circle G Foundation, and that link you can find in the description box below. And then the virtual tour of upstairs at Graceland, what everybody would think about that. If you want to leave your comments, I will see them on replay. So, and you can still leave your comments while we're doing the quiz. $100 is far too expensive. Excuse me. Yeah. it's $300 to stay a night in Elvis's bedroom, so I think $500 for a virtual tour is heavily overpriced. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm only thinking 500. I'm not saying it will be 500. He passed in his bathroom. Yeah, they won't go in the bathroom, I would imagine. You know, if they're going to show anything upstairs, hi Donna, if they're going to show anything upstairs, excuse me, it will just be his office and his bedroom. That's what I would think, if they ever did it. But anyway, I don't know. I kind of just got thinking about that. As I say, my brain is constantly going around thinking about Elvis things. So thanks for the super chat, Paul. I'm paying for your time to listen to my singing. No, I would listen to it for free. Definitely, I wouldn't. I wouldn't expect a payment for listening to your singing. As I said earlier, Paul's got a very, very nice voice. Very nice voice. Okay, so hi Tina from Essex. Okay, thanks again for the super chat, Paul. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. That'll buy me a coffee. You'll probably see that I'm launching new merchandise. If you're interested, it's the TCB merchandise. So there's TCB cups, mugs, and there's also hoodies and t-shirts, and you'll find that below. Okay, they should just duplicate it at the annex across the street. Yeah, good idea. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, just do a copy of his bedroom. Right, so if we're all well covered, we can come back to that. I'll mention a few of those things after the quiz. Does anybody remember who the winner was last week? Was it Jacqueline C? Yeah, Danny says great mug and great quality. Well, they are actually. I treated myself, and it's like the eat, drink, sleep ones as well. They're very, very good, heavy duty, but don't spill stuff on you when you're tapping it. That's all I'd say. I don't know whether it's a silly topic or not, David. I'm not sure whether it is or not. I was just thinking whether they'd ever do a virtual tour. Okay, right. So we are going to. Oh, Tina, I'm new to your Elvis channel. Yes, Tina, I spoke to you on Messenger, didn't I? I think during the week, and you said you'd join us. Thanks for joining us. Still no sign of Lee Roos, who won the January Fan of the Month quiz. So it looks like. Yes, it was me, Jacqueline says. So Jacqueline is she's got her nose in front so far for January. Okay, so we're going to start round 2 of February's quiz of the Fan of the Month, and it's actually the topic is all 6 questions are about Blue Hawaii this week. Okay, it's a theme. And the theme is Blue Hawaii. So there you go. So anybody that knows a lot about that film is probably going to do very, very well. As I say, it's the first person I see in those comments on that side there. Okay, so we've got Anna, and we've got Arkansas Dave, Robert Reed, Vincenzo, hi King. King says he came 1675th. No, don't say that. Don't say I'll get my coat, King, because you never know. You never know. You might just they might just be up your street. Right. So yeah, I agree. Dave says great movie and soundtrack. It was. The soundtrack album sold more than Elvis is Back. So there you go. Strange but true. Question 1. Who played Elvis's mother in Blue Hawaii? And she was only a few years older than him actually, even though she was playing his mother. In real life, she was only a few. Who is going to be the first person to give me the right answer? Who played Elvis's mother in Blue Hawaii? Sandy says she loved Blue Hawaii. Okay, Scarza. Angela Lansbury. Unchained Melody, Ruth. Yeah. Wow, look at all that. JJ. Angela Landsberg. Murder, She Wrote. Oh, yeah. Well done, John. John Rowley. Yeah. Robert Reed, JC22. Yeah. Michael Perks. Fantastic. Yeah. The way all those are coming through, that's too easy. I'm going to have to make them harder. But Scarza was the first. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Danielle says she knew it, but she was way too slow. Yeah. Chris, you got it right. Well done. Yeah. Scarza came through very quickly. Right. Question 2 about Blue Hawaii. Who was the director? Who directed Blue Hawaii? Again, this is probably very, very easy. My fingers wouldn't work as fast as my mind. I know how you feel. I know how you feel, Paul. Stephen Pedersen, Angela Lansbury. Yeah. Correct, Stephen. Well done. Yeah. Anna. Norman Torog. Yeah. Hal Wallace was actually the producer. Hal Wallace was the producer. He didn't direct it. Yeah. Marie's the name. Hi, Dennis. Yeah. Vincenzo. Yeah. Jill. Yeah. Norman Torog. Okay. This Roman Polanski. Yeah. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, Hal Wallace was actually the producer, not the director. Okay. But I see where you're coming from. JC22. Yeah. Danny Hingley. Yeah. Anna. I saw Anna's name first. Okay. Right. Question 3. Again, this is just going to be speed because everybody is going to know the answer to this one. I'm pretty sure everybody is going to know the answer to this one. Who was his leading lady in Blue Hawaii? Alrighty. Who was his leading lady? This is a lady I would love to speak to on the channel, but I can't seem to find a way of getting through to her. Jill says slow mode isn't enough. Okay, and I want first and second name. Okay. Oh, JJ. Okay. Just before Scarza. Okay. Joan Rivers. Yeah. Okay. I know who you mean, Danny. Yeah, but unfortunately, you've missed out a C and a K there. I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to type too fast. Leslie says that her iPad is too slow. Okay. Right. So, Joan Blackman. And as I said, I'd love to get Joan on the show, but I just can't seem to find a way of getting in touch with her, directly in touch with her anyway. There's things like fan forums and things like that. But as far as I know, I can't seem to find a direct contact for Joan. And I was watching Kid Galahad the other night. and the sequence where he sings I Got Lucky to Her is absolutely fabulous. She cracks up about 3 or 4 times. I don't know, he seems to be doing something and making her crack up, but it's very funny. If you ever get a chance to watch that sequence and you've never seen her cracking up before, yeah, watch it. It's very, very funny. Very funny. King says I was first. Well, what I'm going to do is on playback, I'm going to watch it, and if you were before, I think you're saying you were before Anna. Well, I'll have a look. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Anna says it's a great scene. It is. It is a great scene, and Joan is definitely cracking up during the filming of that song. Very funny. I'm not fast enough this week. Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on your internet speed as well. But it's the first one. Her dress strap keeps falling down. Is that what it is? Right. Okay. How many? Okay. Yeah, we're on question 4. Yeah, well, Unchained Melody. Yeah, you do. When I ask for a name, you do. I do require the Christian name and the surname. To be honest, yeah. On playback, it's like instant replay on football. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now here we go. This is going to be a quick one. I'm going to have to be very, very quick here to make sure I see who comes through first. There'll be no spelling needed here, because the question 4 is how many tracks did the original soundtrack album contain? Okay. How many tracks did the original LP contain? The Blue Hawaii LP. And I'm going to watch real closely this time. Really closely. How many tracks? Right. David Juan Lorenzo Lozano. Okay, David. By the way, hi, David. Just to let you know that I'm speaking to David Juan now. Just to let you know that that's all set up for tomorrow. Wow. Well, Bernadette says 10. No, it was 14. Doug, 21? No. Hi, Marcia. Yes, you're late to the party. We're on... we've just done question 4. Yeah, David, Juan. I hope you heard what I said. That's actually set up for tomorrow. That little thing that you and I were talking about. There's Elvis Presley. Okay, so I think it's fair to say that we can go on to question 5. Now, this isn't as quite straightforward as some of the other questions tonight. There's a few more coming in. John Cudworth says 16. Okay. So, question 5. Okay, the original album Blue Hawaii contained 14 songs. Okay, however, 15 songs were recorded. What was the title of the song not used on the original LP? Okay. What was the extra song that was recorded at the recording sessions but not used? And I want the full title. Who's going to... Okay, David Felton, stepping out of line. Well done, David. Rockahula Baby, no, Rockahula Baby was actually used. Plantation Rock was... Plantation Rock was Girls, Girls, Girls. Yeah, stepping out of line. Queenie Wahine was Paradise Hawaiian Style. Queenie Wahine's Papaya. Beyond the Reef, no. No, it was Stepping Out of Line. Okay, so we don't actually have a clear winner so far this week. Scarza got Angela Lansbury. Anna got Norman Torog. Joan Blackman, JJ. David Juan David Lozano got 14. How many tracks was on the original soundtrack album? And David Felton has just got the correct answer to 5, which was Stepping Out of Line. Okay. Yeah, I think the Potluck album was 1962. Yeah, I think it was 62. Okay, right. This is going to be a good one. I know it. I'm going to get quite a few differing answers here. And the question is question 6. Okay. What movie studio distributed Blue Hawaii? Okay. And Ruth said she didn't know that. I'm surprised, Ruth. Yeah, if it was a quiz on the Circle G, I'd win hands down. I know, Leslie, you would, yeah. Okay, so which movie studio distributed Blue Hawaii? No, it wasn't MGM. Paramount. Sparbara. Okay, so no clear winner this week. I mean, of course, we're all going to be adding the 4 weeks up. The other thing I wanted to say that I'm thinking of doing is, I know we do a monthly quiz, but I was also thinking of adding up all the winners of the monthly quiz, and whoever is won the most or got the most questions correct could be the ultimate fan. You know, just call it the ultimate fan of the Ultimate Fan channel, if you like, or something like that. I was thinking of doing that. And I was thinking of doing the first one on the 15th of August, which is obviously the day before Elvis's anniversary. So we could just do the Ultimate Fan quiz. So that's another thing we're thinking of doing. And there'll be a bigger prize for that. So whoever wins the most monthly quizzes, if it happens. I mean, if it's a draw again, if it's 2 people, 2 months or whatever, we'll have to do a tie break. Hi, Lou. Okay, Steve, check the first question, as I think I was first with the correct spelling. Okay, right. I'll have a look at that on replay, King. Okay, later on. So it's the first question, right? Which was Angela Lansbury. So I might have to take it off Scarza. I don't know. I couldn't live knowing I'm not the ultimate fan, Steve. I know. So that's another thing we can do. And as I was saying at the top of the show, you'll see below a link for the Circle G Foundation, and if you want to click on that link, www.thecirclegfoundation.com, you'll see that they are raising money for the historic marker, because it's 54 years since Elvis signed the deposit check to buy the Circle G Ranch. So you can go to that website, and you can go to the GoFundMe site. Leslie Pilling asked me to mention that this week, so I said I would do that. Also, we were saying, what will we do? It sounds like I was going to sing, what will we do with a drunken sailor then? What will we do with the January quiz winner if Lee Roos doesn't get in touch with me over the next 7 days? It'll probably be a tiebreaker between Jake and Ruth, because they were joint second in January's quiz of the week. Because somebody has to get that prize, that nice prize that Dave has given us. Yeah, we are the ultimate fans on here, definitely. Yes. Dave has donated that lovely prize. Somebody has to win it. Lee was on a couple of weeks. Jill said, "My Valentine card didn't turn up." Sorry, Jill. It'll get there. Don't you worry. Yeah. Well, Marilyn Mason. I want to get her on the show as well. I'm interviewing somebody tomorrow, so that should be on this channel Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how much cleaning up and tidying up and editing I have to do. Why is this on slow mode? It's normally on slow mode. Yeah, every week it's on slow mode, so it doesn't. The chat box isn't full too quickly. That's why it's on slow mode. If people don't want the slow mode on, I can turn it off for next week. So who is tomorrow's guest? Have anybody heard of a fella by the name of hang on a second, I just lost connection here. Yeah, has anybody heard of a fella called Charles Stone? Well, my guest tomorrow, I'm interviewing Charles Stone, and he worked with Elvis and Colonel on the tours. I don't know whether it's on a 20-second delay. I thought it was 30-second delay. Tina says no, it's fine. Yeah, it's just because when I didn't have the slow mode on when we first started doing the quizzes, the chat went so quick that I couldn't see all the answers. No, he's not related to Mike Stone. No. Yes, he was the tour manager. Yeah, correct. Concerts West. Juan says, I never heard of him. Yeah. Okay, well, it'll be a very interesting interview. It will be a very, very interesting interview. Leslie says she knows Charles very well. Yeah. I would imagine he has quite a few good stories to tell about the Colonel and about Elvis and so forth. Okay. So, if Lee doesn't get into contact with me over the next 7 days, we can... what's that? Loretta says she likes slow mode. Okay. Roseanne says he knows a lot about Elvis. That's Charles Stone. Should be an excellent interview. I'm hoping so. Yes, I'm hoping so. Yeah, there is videos of Charles on YouTube. Yeah. Flintstone. No, I don't think his middle name's Flintstone. I must ask him. I think he'd like that sort of joke. John, yeah, no, I mean, he will. I got Elvis tickets from Charles Stone in 1976. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Another thing we were discussing before the quiz was Graceland are doing a virtual tour of the downstairs of Graceland, and I was musing, what would they ever do a virtual tour of upstairs? Now, we know for a fact that they wouldn't let the cameras into the bathroom where Elvis passed, because that would just be a bridge too far. However, let me just take a sip. They could easily show his office, and they could show his bedroom. He's got a wicked sense of humor. Yes, I think he has. I think Charles has got a wicked sense of humor. So I must ask him. I'll say to Charles, somebody wanted to know, is your middle name Flint, and see what he says. He might put the phone down on me. So yeah, the virtual tour. Would they ever do a virtual tour of upstairs at Graceland? And if they did, how much do you think it would be worth? That's what I was thinking. I mean, people have been paying $100 for the downstairs one. Would they pay $300 for the upstairs one? Would they pay $500? Would people not think, No, they shouldn't do a virtual tour. So many people want to know what it's like upstairs at Graceland now that it could be something that I don't know. I mean, are they doing the virtual tour downstairs to test the water? Uh, Paul says I think they will at some point. Yeah, there is a lot of people that do want it. Movie stars would pay $1,000, so they probably would, yeah. But it's really the fans that it's aimed at, I think. Edwina says keep upstairs private. Yeah, so a lot of people do think that. Tell Charles Leslie Pilling said behave. I will. I'll try and remember that. Good evening from Germany. Hi, L. Presley. So I think that's it. I think we've covered it, haven't we? We've covered what to do about the quiz winners. We'll do a tiebreaker between Ruth and Jake. Now I noticed Jake isn't on today. Ruth is on, but I'll have to get in touch with Jake end of next week to ask him to come on for the tiebreaker. And I've got to think of a tiebreaker. I've got to think of a really difficult one, or will I think of a really, really easy one and just see who types it out first? It could all be down to speed. Tina says that she doesn't think that Lisa would agree with cameras upstairs. Yeah, that's a thought. That's a thought. Don't forget to visit the Circle G Foundation. The link is below if you want to donate for the marker, the historical marker. And don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel if you haven't. Don't forget also to subscribe, like, and share this channel. You can subscribe by hitting the button in the bottom lower right hand corner of this screen. Yeah, Lowell Hayes is another one I wouldn't mind speaking to, actually. I must try and get... I think me and Lowell are friends on Facebook, but I don't think he's on... Facebook very often. I think they are doing a virtual tour to offset losses of revenue due to COVID. Yes, that's exactly what I think it is. Can I set the tiebreaker on the Circle G? I might be in contact with you, Leslie, to ask you for that, actually. That'd be a good idea. Bernadette says she thinks the upstairs should be private. Yes, Lowell is still alive. I had lunch with him and his wife last B-Day celebration. Very good. It was by accident. They needed a table at Vernon Smokehouse. And you had extra seats. Very good. Yeah, Sam Thompson. Yeah, I might ask Sam. Mindy Miller. A few people now coming in with suggestions for people I should get on the show. Yes, Sandy, I would imagine Lowell would have good stories. I will try Lowell again during the week. Kathy Westmoreland isn't very well, unfortunately, I heard. Though she is supposed to be getting better. She's on the mend, I believe. Dave says we need to see upstairs. Yeah, well, it seems to be sort of 50-50. Some people say yes, they would like to see a virtual tour upstairs, and other people are saying no, keep it private. So it's a hard one. Judy Palmer Bendewald would be a good guest. Yes, if you can put me in touch. You know what to do. Send me an email to elvistheultimatefan@gmail.com. If anybody's got... Sam might be able to get me to Linda. Yeah. So if anybody's got contact details for anybody they'd like me to have on the show, they can always send me a private email. Dean. Sharon says, please keep upstairs private. I think it's slightly leaning towards keeping upstairs private. Yeah, NYC girl, yes, I know you were trying to get Linda for me. Maybe she just has given up doing interviews now. I don't know. Or I don't know what it is. Strange one. I think upstairs should remain private as well. That's Diana. They do have pictures of Elvis's bedroom, yeah. Um, yeah, just glancing quickly at the screen there, I think that it looks in favor of people saying no. Lisa would not allow upstairs ever, I think. I think the upstairs should remain private. That's Jackie. You're on Facebook, Loretta, because I want to send. Oh, no, that's not for me. I beg your pardon. So, it says we will see what Lisa decides. Well, yeah, I suppose it will be up to Lisa if they ever decide they're going to do it. So I've asked Billy actually, and no reply. Unfortunately, I think he's actually stopped. He hasn't. Well, he hasn't stopped talking about Elvis. He'll never stop talking about Elvis. But I think he's stopped doing sort of Q&As anymore. I think. So, I mean, Bill is not a young man anymore. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me saying that. But it can get tiring after a while. It was like I'm reminded of. I spoke to Barbara Hearn on this channel, and she told me that I was the last person she was going to actually interview with. So I kind of got the last interview with Barbara, unless she changes her mind. But I don't think she's done one since she spoke to me. Anybody that hasn't heard that, if they want to go onto this channel and listen to it, it was a fabulous interview. I was really pleased with the way it turned out. She was such a lovely lady. Some 68 comeback questions would be interesting. From who? From who, David? Upstairs should still stay private. Elvis deserves a little privacy. Yeah, I'm still considering phone calls, Dave. That was something I actually mentioned last week. I'm thinking of doing live phone-ins. So if anybody wants to ring me during one of these live streams and speak to me, they can speak to me live on the air. It'll take a few weeks yet, so it's not round the corner. It'll be could even be 8 weeks away. In the quiz, yeah, David, yeah, I will ask some. There was one last week actually, which was who was the fella sitting on the side of the stage with a tambourine. Vincenzo says, can he call me? You can call me when we do the phone-ins. Yeah, you can. Of course you can. Leslie says she loves Barbara. Yeah, she's a lovely lady. She really is. She was trying to sell her house when I was speaking to her. No, I don't think Billy's passed. No, not unless it's over the last 24 hours. No, Billy's still around. Jackie says she don't think she'd go upstairs even if it was allowed. Yeah, I don't know whether I would or not. Lisa visits. Yes, she does. I'm sure she's going to be visiting a lot more often now with Benjamin being in the meditation garden. My Brooklyn accent and your lovely accent. Yeah, you can imagine that online, can't you, NYC girl? Yeah. Yes, I mean, if I could get, Mark says about Lisa, if I could get Lisa on, I think that would be, I think after that I'd just stop. I'd say, I can go no more. If I could get Lisa or Priscilla or somebody like that, that would be it. I would say, okay, I can do no more now. Anybody else after Lisa would just be an anticlimax, I suppose. I don't know. Would it? Thanks, David, Juan Lozano. I'll be in touch about that thing tomorrow. So I don't think we need to go any further. Again, thanks very, very much for taking part in the quiz. And if Lee doesn't get in touch in the next 7 days, we will do a tie break with Ruth and Jake. So Ruth, will probably want you on next week, please, if you're still there. And I'll get in touch with Jake to come on as well, and we can have a tie break. I've enjoyed this evening very, very much. Thanks, as always. Thank you very, very much. Don't forget to check out that Circle G link below. And don't forget to check out my merchandise and so forth. And until next week, please look after yourselves. And until I meet you again,